But if you are behind Melissa Mattern on a road, buy my piss pads that I haven't created. Someone has. Buy someone's piss pads, and you'll be good.
Yeah.
And be present.
Are you looking for sponsorship?
Yeah, if they've been invented, if there's like some sort of super absorptive, they do make crazy stuff. Like there's these for like, I know why I know this. Sometimes we have to train house managers at theaters, and all sorts of fluids come out of people when they're in audiences that you don't expect, and so they make super absorptive, like collection things for vomit and.
I saw one of those one time.
Urine and
we had something
menstrual blood and
at
stuff.
Work. We had some sort of toxic spill that came out of someone. like a level 4.
Right.
Which is, I'm not touching anything in the room.
No.
And they brought out this thing, and it was magical, and suddenly the whole room was sanitized, and we turned out we did a surgery. I'm kidding about this.
You could have done a psychic surgery.
Yeah, we could have done a psychic surgery. Yeah, it cleaned everything up.
Nice.
Yeah.
Right on.
It's all good. Are we done?
Maybe. Do you feel done? Did we do it?
I can, you know me, I can go all day, but.
That's true.
Yeah, we didn't do
What's
too
your
much
timing?
entrepreneurial stuff. How are we on time?
Nah. Entrepreneurial stuff.
Yeah.
You want to do it? I don't know.
I don't care. We had a lot of pee and poo in there. And unicorns. I love the unicorn.
Good stuff in there.
Yeah. See, you are a unicorn mommy.
I almost got a gig today. It's talking about entrepreneurial shit. So this is funny. So I got an email and text there's a casting agency that sometimes hires people around town. So I get an email saying, look up. So there's this gig to play a mom in a commercial for something. And I think it's hilarious because evidently I look like a mom now. So just not something I'd ever thought I would look like at any point in my life. So I'm like, okay, cool. You can pay me to be a mom. That's cool. It was good money. And they're like, the call is likely at 4 a.m. So I was waiting to get
your
the like.
melatonin's high.
Higher at 4, yeah. It's a good time to. I don't know why a project would need to be that early, but they do. They know. So I'm waiting around, and it was supposed to be for this morning, at 4 a.m. if it was going to happen, and I didn't get a confirmation that says, hey, here's where you're going to be. Here's the clothes you need, and I didn't get a hey, you're not needed. We got somebody else. I didn't get any message, so I was like sitting in the background, going, okay. You know, it's like 7 o'clock. For some reason, I really wanted to fall asleep at 7 last night. But I'm like, what do I do? Do I just wait? The last I've ever gotten a you're not needed text was like 10.
Yeah.
So stayed up till 10. So stayed up 3 hours longer than I wanted to.
Yeah.
To potentially get or not get this job, knowing that if I got it, they would probably tell me to wear clothes I didn't own. So I'd have to go to like some sort of 24-hour Walmart and find mom clothes.
24-hour mom clothes store. We could have just had it delivered by drone. Amazon. I meant to tell you, did you see Portlandia being filmed in our neighborhood?
Yeah, I walked by Carrie What's-Her-Face.
So they were filming it right by my house, and it was like a scene on parallel parking. And both actors were such shitty drivers. They were supposed to not be able to parallel park, that they couldn't even not parallel park. So they kept having to retake the scene. And then all like the kind of street people that hang around my house were looking at the actors like, they're dressed like everybody in this neighborhood. Like they didn't stick out at all. Like here's them in their little Portland outfits, and I'm thinking, oh my gosh, if aliens are looking down at this, here's people pretending to be the people in this neighborhood while the people in this neighborhood are watching. And yeah, they were, they went all orange Subaru. They just kept reparking and parking. And they're like, the director would be like, okay, we got to do it again. Like
you're not parking right.
That's when you suck. So that was amazing.
That's so meta. They're like too good at Portland at this point.
Yeah.
That they can't even film their own show.
Yeah, but this is the last season.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to miss it.
I've watched maybe the first season.
I stopped watching when I realized we were living it.
I know, it was what I discovered was like they would put they would put the clips out on social media.
Yeah.
I wouldn't quite find them funny. But then when I would watch the entire episode on Netflix, I'm like, oh, this is funny. And then by the end of that first season, I was just like, this is too real.
It
This
is. So
too
what's your most
painful.
Portlandia? Like where you're like, okay, now I know they're filming me for Portlandia.
So the bookstore things got a little too real.
A little too real.
A little too real, and the asking where the food came from and getting to know the chicken.
Yeah,
That got a little too real.
I had
I didn't get that far into it.
So a couple years ago, I had aphids.
Stoplight, the waving people at the stop sign.
That's a Wednesday for us. So I had aphids a couple years ago in my yard, and they were eating because I love roses, and they were eating my rose. They were eating everything, and I'm like, okay, I need to get something natural, and I tried knocking them off. And I tried talking to them, and they were like, not. That wasn't happening.
Yeah.
I did that for like a day. Probably didn't need to give that any more time.
I try to ask flies to leave the room.
And then you shake them and pick them off, and they come. And then you put soap on them, and that's sort of deterred them somewhat. And then I thought, well, you can put these ladybugs out, and they'll eat them. You got to get some ladybugs, and you see all those little ladybug things. Yeah. So I go over to the organic gardening store. Got my kids with me, and we're gonna get these ladybugs and get rid of these aphids. And I said to the guy, do you have ladybugs? He said, what do you need them for? And I said, I have aphids. He said, well, do you understand? They trap those and they bring them here for you to use them. Is that what you're about? Because they were free until you package them up. And I was like, so we're no on the aphids? No on the ladybugs?
Like pro-aphid,
I could not believe it. That I was getting my daughter like that went really well. So I just went and got some Roundup. Like it felt like maybe or whatever it is, some kind of Roundup like product. And when seems to be safer.
Because getting yelled at by the guy that sells the ladybugs.
Probably my second is Jeff and I were having a glass of wine on 13th near our house. A very Portlandia thing. And we're sitting there, and all these people thought it was a good idea to bring their kids. Whenever I have alcohol, I want to not have kids.
Sure.
And I have kids, so I can say that. I like kids. I like 2 kids, my kids.
Right.
I don't like other kids very much. So we're sitting there, and this woman was pregnant, and it was just like one of those conversations where you just think, well, if I gouge out one eardrum, I'll only half hear it. And I'm just trying to get my drink on.
Right.
Friday afternoon. And here is the whitest woman I've ever seen in my life. She goes, we wanted to give him a strong name. She's like pregnant, and oh my God, we had to hear about the ultrasound and what level of dilation. I'm like, I'll just deliver the thing if you'll shut up.
Great.
So she goes, we wanted to give him a strong ethnic name. And I'm like, oh, she's gonna drop the bomb. Joaquin Liam. I'm like, oh. Like this. Okay. So that was my little Portlandia moment.
Wow, that's a beautiful montage.
Yes.
Of what it's like to live here.
Yes.
Beautiful ethnic thing. Well, we don't know what... She may have been the whitest woman in the world. We don't know what was inside her. And also inside her. And also inside her.
Yes. But
3 levels.
Joaquin Liam is somewhere around today. Is that you?
Joaquin is out now, probably.
Yeah.
Actually wiggling around and figuring out how his limbs work.
Yeah, probably going to art class. I had a friend who was they took their kids to all these classes, and one of them was a scribble class. Scribble class. It was like $400.
What?
Like, I'll teach your kid how to scribble for $300. For $500, you can scribble on the walls.
Okay, help me out here. Did I have a dream, or did you have a dream that you ran? Like, this may be in some show. I might be making it up, but there was like a dog art project.
That was not me.
That may have been a TV show.
I strictly work with cats, just because we have creative differences with dogs.
Okay. I don't know why. I don't know if it was some TV show. It may have been some TV show or some movie where there was a dog that was like, they have these dog daycares, but now they have like dog art. Somebody was wiring them through. I don't know why that seems like that's
It's
like a business
Portlandia.
you would start.
You would start it. May not be successful.
All right.
That's my Portlandia stories.
I love it.
I
It's
love
good.
you.
Thank you, Unicorn.
Thank you, Unicorn.
Thanks, Melissa, for being
Thanks,
here.
Adrianne, for being on the earth.
Thank you. Thank you, for being there and here and listening.
Yeah.
I think we did a thing.
Yeah. We're always doing a thing.
That's true. Well, that's how that went. Thanks for joining us on this episode. Thanks for watching, listening, I don't know, reading, imbibing, however you took this in. Thanks for being here. And if you really enjoyed it, I'd love it if you would do all of the things. Like, share, I don't know, ring a bell, bang a gong, tell a friend, and come back next time. I hope you had as much fun as I had.